Hello from CNN London. I'm Monita Rajpal. Americans are getting set to head to the polls to vote in midterm elections. It is 6 a.m. in Washington, and here is a live picture of Capitol Hill. CNN's team of correspondents worldwide. Well, the latest polls show how close this election race could be. In CNN's poll of polls, 51% of likely voters say they would choose a Republican candidate for Congress. 43% say they would vote for a Democrat. This is taken from an average of 6 national polls in the U.S. The Republicans' 8-point lead over the Democrats has doubled in the past week. But with the economy clearly the #1 issue for U.S. voters, candidates spent an estimated $3.5 billion this campaign season. That's a record for a midterm election, but when it's all over, this election will be seen as a referendum on President Obama and his first 2 years in office. White House correspondent Dan Lothian has plenty of reminders, not just from the president, to get out and cast their ballots, especially if they're surfing the web. Tuesday, internet and social networking companies have created various tools to remind and guide voters. Google has created Election Center, which includes a map that pinpoints the nearest polling station. While Yemen deals with the security issues from last week's security scare, a court in Yemen has charged a key al-Qaeda figure with incitement to kill foreigners. The U.S. says Anwar al-Awlaki. Yemen's efforts to capture al-Awlaki come as the country steps up airport security following a failed bomb plot. Last week, bombs originating from Yemen were found among cargo on U.S.-bound planes. In the latest developments, Yemen has criticized Germany's decision to ban flights from Yemen. Other countries, including the U.S., the UK, and South Korea, are also ramping up security. The UK and France are set to announce a new era of defense cooperation. At a summit in London, British Prime Minister David Cameron and French President Nicolas Sarkozy will sign up to several treaties which will see their forces work together in the future. Some of the key details of the agreement include coordinating aircraft carriers, and a joint expeditionary force will train British and French troops. The deal will also see the development of a new nuclear testing facility. Stormy skies are hovering over many parts of the world. Mari Ramos is keeping track of the biggest hotspots from the World Weather Center. Mari.
Hey, Monita, a lot going on in the world of weather. I want to start you off.
Throughout the years, CNN has been taking you to a new country each month, focusing on innovation as we look at the people and places changing the world. Well, here's our past travel itinerary. We've already visited countries.
Mahathir has been described as Malaysia's jewel. An activist and a writer, she's outspoken, connecting to ordinary Malaysians online.
I'm Monita Rajpal in London. World Sport is next, but before we go, we just wanted to remind you of election coverage all day today and Tuesday here on CNN as Americans go to the polls to vote in hotly contested midterm elections. There's a shot of the White House. Barack Obama is worried, but he's urging voters to go and vote.